Welcome back to our channel. I am Ryan and this is Coral.
Hi.
And we're in our spooky studio today because what holiday's coming up?
Halloween.
Halloween. So that means we're going to be painting some spooky stuff. And I think today we're going to do a cool pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Or a jack-o'-lantern.
Pumpkin.
Alright?
Or
So let's get to it. We only need 3 colors today. Let's get our spooky hands out of the way here.
Yellow.
Uh-huh.
Orange and black.
And black.
Just a little bit, Daddy. That's good.
Is that enough?
Yes, that's enough.
Okay. I always put too much.
Oh, yes. Yes, you do.
And then we need some orange as well.
A lot of orange for a pumpkin.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right, let's do it. So first off, we're going to take one of our flat brushes.
We will this.
And we're going to start with the orange, since that's kind of like the main color, right?
Yes,
Would
it
you say?
is. Yes, I do.
Okay, so we start off by making kind of like 2 big C's. The letter C.
But there's one backward.
Yes, and then there's one that's backwards. And they're kind of about the same size, but they don't have to be. So there's my 2 C's.
Wow.
Cool.
Need a lot of orange.
We'll go back over it a couple of times, like let it dry and then you can go back over it. And then I'm going to take another paintbrush with orange on it. And I'm going to make 2 more C's, but they're not quite as curvy. They're more of like the inside C's.
Cool.
And these I'm probably going to kind of connect so it is kind of almost like an egg. That. Something like that.
Like that.
Yeah, that's fine. See, yours is going to look different than mine. Mine's going to look different from yours, and everybody watching this is all going to look different too. And that's what's so cool about this.
One of a kind art.
One of a kind art. Okay, so now we want to make a darker orange. So I'm going to just take a little bit of black, and I'm going to start mixing some black in there. Let's mix all this in. See, look at now it's kind of turned into a darker.
I'm hoping.
I see that. I'm going to add just a little bit more orange. Why don't you mix that in? There we go. So we've mixed in that. So now we have like a little bit darker orange. Good. We want to clean our paintbrush off a little bit. We just have a little paper towel that we keep here. And we also have some water here. Sometimes you can dip just a little, because these aren't watercolors. We're using acrylics today.
What kind of water is that?
Just regular water. Okay, so now we want to take this new orange.
Is it orange?
Yeah, it's kind of like a brownish orange.
Okay.
And we're going to put that in the middle here.
Doesn't look that different, but it looks a little different.
Yeah, it's supposed to just look a little bit different because you know if you can imagine a pumpkin, they have kind of like the little bulges on them. Like it's not round and smooth usually. They have like the little bulges, or I guess that's what you call them.
Gorgeous.
And so this kind of gives it just a little bit different. So they're not exactly the same. Ooh, it looks good.
Thank you.
And then you can and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them both. And now I'm just going to kind of blend them. I'm not putting any more paint on my brush. I'm just going to kind of like blend them together.
How do you do that?
And then I'm going to take a little bit more. I forgot to do the middle. There you go.
Thank you.
And you just kind of move them together. Move them together. Not completely together.
Oh, that looks good.
And I'm going to put this a little darker because it's probably going to be on the ground. All right.
There you go.
Nice.
Now we should rinse. Oh, what's that? And then what's that cup thing right there?
What's that? Oh. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this darker brown. We're going to make it even a little bit darker.
Ooh, maybe we should mix a little black.
Yeah. A little bit of black.
Wait, how did we do it?
So now we're going to make I'm going to make the stem. There you go. And you can add, even if you want to make it a little more brown, just add a little, see how it's a little, this brown orange up here? This will give it a little darker, like it gives it a little bit kind of a wood look. I'm going to make a big one.
It's one thing I need to use.
Oh, cool.
I want to use this.
Okay. Give it a little texture.
I do.
What are you doing? Okay, oh, I like that. I'm going to
Where
do
it
that.
comes in the pumpkin.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to do that too.
I think.
So then you're just kind of spread. Yeah, that's a good idea. And you kind of just spread that paint around a little bit. Now, while we're doing all this has been drying, and so now it's probably getting pretty close to where we could draw a funny face on there.
Don't worry, we didn't fast forward the video.
Okay.
It only took 5 minutes to dry. It's just a part of paint.
Okay,
Voila!
so voila. So now what we want to do is take kind of like a detail brush.
Ooh, I like your thick stem.
Thank you.
So what do you
this one I'm going to use something like this,
Okay.
which is
Good. Maybe.
is not too thick and not too skinny.
Maybe this thing. I'm
Yeah, you could use that if you want.
gonna put this in here for now to let it rest.
All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to just take straight black and I'm going to make triangle eyes.
Oh, triangle. Maybe this brush would work.
Triangle eyes.
You could do heart eyes or star eyes. We're just doing triangle eyes for art.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I didn't even think that. You could do
Any type of eyes.
you could do any shape that you. When I thought about it, I was like, I'll just make a triangle eye.
Yeah, why not?
You just go nice and slow, just like you're drawing with a marker. The harder you push, the thicker the line's going to be, and the thinner you push,
The thinner the line.
yeah, or the softer you push, it'll be a little bit lighter. And if you don't like something you did, you can just kind of go over it again a little bit. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay. And then I'm going to do a nose. I'm going to do a round nose.
Ooh, round nose. Cute. My God, my eyes are big.
Ooh, yes.
Spooky.
Well, it's spooky and so you can see at night because that's when the pumpkins are usually out.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
I think I'm gonna.
do a mouth and make a big smiley mouth.
Is it smile to the side like when I do this?
You could do that. So I just made two little happy face cheeks, and then I just connected them,
Yeah.
just like connecting the dots. Oh, I like that. And do a little more black. Make it a big happy face.
Hey. Okay.
All right. Now, we're going to let that dry, and we're going to come back up and maybe just add a little bit to our stem. So if you want, you can take even that same one, and I'm just going to take a little bit of black. There you go. Dry that off. And I'm just going to... Now I like to use my finger to balance myself, but you don't have to do that. And I'm just going to do some real skinny lines, just to give...
Texture or
Yeah.
something, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, just to give the stem a little bit of, like you said, texture.
Ooh, I just got a lot of black in my butt.
And I'm even going to take a little bit on the pumpkin. Same thing, I'm just going to make a few lines. Remember our C's that we did?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to just add a couple little lines in there just to remind us that we made those. Real skinny ones. You got it?
I think so.
Is that the brush you're going to use?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Let me think. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna put this brush back and use one of these skinny boys.
Okay. So, are you going to do this part? Do you want to put some lines in yours?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Oh, I think I got too much black.
That's okay. So just put a couple lines in there, and then I think the last thing that we have to do, what do you think we're going to use this yellow for?
The jack-o'-lantern's candles.
Yeah. I knew we had something to do. So while you're finishing that up, I'm going to rinse my brush, and then we'll do the yellow together.
Then I think I'm gonna use this brush for the yellow.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right, yellow time.
Yellow time, gonna be really fun.
So all I'm going to do is color in. You probably have to use a little bit more yellow because obviously the black's pretty dark behind it. And it might not be quite dry.
Yeah, mine's not dry yet.
One of the things you can do too is you can take a little break, you can pause the video, maybe go get a snack or a glass of water or something, and then you come back, and then you can come back and finish some of these where the paint might still be a little bit wet.
Yay.
Hey, look at that. So I'm going to put two little dots here and here.
Hi.
And then he's going to get a couple teeth.
I don't have enough room for teeth, so I'm gonna leave them like that.
Okay. Or you could put 1 tooth sticking out right here.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Or you can have no teeth. Whatever you want to do. That's your pumpkin.
This doesn't really look. It looks like a piece of corn, like like when little Stover, when he was like 1 year old, he used to eat that little piece of corn.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I think we're done.
I think we're done. And the last thing that I like to do is you got to sign it so people know who made it, right?
Yeah, I do.
So I'm going to take my little skinny pen and I'm going to put a little black on there, and I'm just going to put my signature.
gonna put my seed. Oh, cool.
Good. Love it.
Yeah.
And that is a way to make a paint pumpkin out of acrylic paints. So
Yay.
we want to thank you guys for joining us today. And we're going to be doing some more spooky videos before Halloween. So we hope you'll join us. Thank you again, and we'll see you next video.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And then it cuts.
Wow.
Good job. That's our first video. This looks cool.
Yeah,
You like it?
yeah.